Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I have New Beginnings Part 4. Today I am diving into another new project. I'm giving my guest room a complete makeover. I'm super excited to take you along on this journey as we transform this space into something fresh and inviting. The first step I'm going to be doing is repainting the walls from this agreeable gray, as before in the previous video, to a crisp, clean whisper white. Why whisper white again, you ask? Well, I wanted the color that would open the room and make it feel bright and airy as usual. And whisper white is perfect for that for me. It's amazing again how simple color completely alter the entire vibe of a room. Before we get to painting, there's some prep work that I have to do. One of the main tasks is going to be removing the TV mount from the wall. It's been up here for a while from what I know, but since this is going to be a cozy guest room, I've decided to take it down because there won't be a TV in this space. And of course I have to patch all the holes in the wall, but that's okay. Not a hard task at all. And for you out there who've never done it before, it's very easy, so you can follow along in the video. Also, I'll be making over a headboard for this room. Matches my whole vibe and the color scheme, and I will give that a makeover. We move along, you'll see slowly the room will come together. We'll also talk about my plans and furnishings and decorating for the space and how we're going to make it welcoming and a cozy room just for all the guests that may be coming to visit me. Of course, keeping the right bed linens and things of that nature. So by the end of this makeover, the guest room will be completely transformed, not in this video because we don't want the video to get too long. So I am going to show you a finished product at the end of this video, but come back next week, well, by Sunday, and we'll see the entire room made over, fully furnished with all the accessories to boot. Let's get started. A new recent purchase of mine, which you know Chanel, she likes her power tools. So I purchased me a new drill set, and it was a combo set. This is not sponsored, but it's a compact set, and it has a drill as well as a I forgot what you call this other thing. But anyway, it has two of them in there. And with this set, it comes with a bag, and it comes with 2 batteries. If you would like to purchase something, this hammer doesn't come with it. This comes out of my pink set. But and it comes with, of course, your chart, directions. This is one of the and this is the other battery. My other one is not right here at the moment, but yeah, you get the point. You'll simply take your battery, pop it on there, snap, there you go. And I like that it has the lights, which is so cool in those dark spots. Yeah. So here we go. With that, you have to have you some drill bits, different ones. I like these sets. I think I have purchased 2 of these. I have purchased 2 because a couple of them were missing from my first set. And so with that comes the different drill head bits, different ones. Those are screws that I need to put back on my television. And yeah, you just have the different sets, and I like how they stand. But this is just something you could use if you like to use a little power tools as a female and doing whatever it is that you do. I'm going to find the one that fits. So I find the one that fits this nail head or this screw up here to take that down, which is going to be something like this. So let's see if this one fits. Nope. This one is a little bit bigger. Let's see if this one fits. Yes, that one fits perfectly. And then I'll just go in and put that on the drill. See, it's a big bolt. That's a big old bolt. What I'll do is take those bolts and put them in the bag where they want to use them later, and I will go ahead and put them together and take them to the fixture. Now I'm going to focus on the headboard makeover. I've decided again removing the existing nail heads, because the look is just too busy for my eyes. I'm aiming for a clean, soft aesthetic for this space, and the additional metal just isn't making the cut for me. Since I can't find my proper tools, I'll be using some orthodox ones to get the job done. Look, here, at this point, do as I say, not as I do. Work smarter and not harder. Use the proper tools for the job. And normally, in the videos, I do my best to do that. But I couldn't find my nail puller or staple puller that I normally do on projects such as this upholstery. So I'm using what I had right there in front of me. So I'll simply pull the nail heads away with the trim. So stick around and you'll see how it turns out. I am going to work smarter and not harder towards the end. See, I told you she was going to work just a little bit smarter and not as hard, but she still didn't have the proper tools. But on to the next thing. So as you can see here with the headboard, there is some fraying of the fabric from the pulling off of the trim. That's okay. I'll take care of it with some small scissors. Give it a quick trim to clean it up along the edges. Stick around and see how it all comes together. And it will come together. Rest my hands from all the pulling and tugging. I'm moving on to another project. I'll go ahead and fill in all the old nail heads left behind, including those from the pre-existing drapery rods. Always remember to fill in those pre-existing nail holes, because it can give you a very polished and very smooth finish look to your walls once they are painted. You don't want all of those dips and indentations from the previous holes, and the holes will still be holes. The paint will not cover it up. I know I'm jumping around a lot. I know, to give myself rest between each project so I can move to the next one and then come back and finish up the next one. Because if you know, your hands can get tired from doing one thing, so you have to switch over sometimes to the next. Anyway, I'm going ahead with the painting process. Let's get that started. Part 1 of the paint process has been completed. In other words, coat number 1. So now back to the headboard. I'll finish the process with the trim. I am using the same trim I removed, but the nail heads, as you might recall, I'm not using again. So I carefully trimmed away all of the frayed edges. Then I'm going to give the trim a quick pressing, and along with that, some steam to remove all of the leftover indentations that came from the existing nail heads. Once that's all done, I'll use my trusty glue gun, go in and apply a light coat a thin coat of glue and press the trim onto the edge of the headboard, giving it a polished and a complete look. The difference, see right here versus you see the indentations around there. Here's a quick recap of what we've published thus far. First, we tackled the walls by painting them from agreeable gray to whisper white, creating a bright and airy feel. I removed the old TV mount and patched up all of the holes, preparing the space for a fresh look. Next, I turned my attention to the headboard, in and out. I removed the nail heads to achieve a cleaner, softer look. Although this caused some fabric fraying, I trimmed it neatly with small scissors. I then moved on to filling in all of the nail holes left by the pre-existing drapery rods to give the walls a smooth and finished appearance. Then I returned to the headboard and I reused the same trim I removed earlier. After trimming away the frayed edges, I pressed and steamed, and that was the finished look for that. Finally, I got my trusty glue gun, applied the glue, pressed it onto the headboard, giving that a complete look. While the room isn't entirely finished, you can already see the transformation. It has taken on a completely new mood, soft and elegant. So stay tuned for Sunday's video where we'll complete the room with all of the beautiful finishing touches, the jewelry of the room. Don't miss it. See you back here Sunday. As always, stay inspired, motivated, and moving, creating something beautiful. If not for yourself, then definitely for someone else. This has been Chanel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.